All right, folks. Thank you for sticking there with us. The next story. You know, the detained leader of the proscribed indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, introduced a new twist into his case when he listed high-profile witnesses. One of them is the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Wike. The minister stated he would not appear as a witness in the trial of Kanu simply because his name was listed in the newspapers. Wike emphasized that if the court formally summons him, as a matter of fact, he talked about a subpoena, then he will comply without hesitation. Dr. The twist in the tale is what bothers me here.
Well, we've gone through this over and over again. And, you know, one of the very visible conclusions to reach is that the man in the eye of the storm, the man where...
That's Kanu himself.
Yes, Kanu himself, that we're even saying, see, let's go for a political solution. Does they not even want this case to proceed? That's what his body language is saying. Because when you look at what happened last week in court, you'll be amazed. How would you say...
When he said the case file was with his lawyers, my question, didn't he remember before he asked that he
wants to do away with them. He wants to do away with his lawyers. He wants to, argue his own case. That doesn't sound to me like somebody who wants a
quick resolution.
A quick trial. This has been dragging on for so many years. We had it before he fled the country when he was granted bail. Now we're having it. You know, we've said this several times. You can't want a quick trial, and at every time you reach a point when this trial should go on, you find a reason to say you need to hold on this trial. We want to go and try out this particular stuff in this case by going to higher courts. You go up to the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court sends you back to the lower courts. And we've done this for so many years. It's
like a dog fight.
So now you've told the court you don't want your lawyers to be involved. You've sacked them. You've gone to court to say these are your high-profile witnesses. Listed several prominent Nigerians to come and testify in that case, and you are going to be the one
cross-examining them.
It sounds funny, and that's why when the judge said, see, the next date of adjournment, if you don't open your trial, then we have to take a very firm decision on how to proceed. You can't be coming to court to create drama at the time.
Yeah.
That's not what you want. That's not what we want. If what you want is a political solution, say so in court, reach out to the people you have, disobeyed in the past by saying they should keep out of your business. You can see a lot of Southeast governors now talking about that political solution. And the latest of them, who has been speaking consistently, has been the Enugu State Governor, Peter Mba, who just moved into the APC, saying now is the time to achieve certain things. And he listed that case as one of them. So why are you creating this drama in court? Because certainly he knows what is going on outside of the courtroom and outside of the DSS facility where he's being held. So why don't you make it easier for these people to intervene on your behalf?
My worry here is the way the everyday Nigerian, more so of the Southeast extraction, would react to this, to the development.
There is no other reaction. You see, a lot of times when we...
You think so?
I'm not saying that they don't have a right to their reaction, but there is a difference.
You think somebody somewhere won't say, you see, they are trying to mess up the case. They don't want to release the man.
Good.
Releasing the man is what is on their lips.
There is a difference between the world in which they are and the reality.
Okay.
If you ask me today what should happen, I want the president to call some people, high-ranking profile members of the society from the Southeast, and say, see, take your man, go and put him in check.
Okay.
But is that what the law says? So even if you are going to go through the political solution route, you must be careful how you demand for it.
Yeah.
You can't be violent in court and expect an intervention, even from people who are already campaigning for you.
Doctor, it will be interesting. It will be interesting to know how our man weighs in here. BKO, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
I have no way of knowing what unless you ask me questions.
Okay.
Your job is to ask me questions.
Okay.
So,
how do you weigh in here?
okay, what I see going on is just as Dr. said earlier, Nnamdi Kanu does not want his case to be decided before a possible political solution is found. Wants a political solution. He wants an out-of-court settlement. He once told the court that he would want to see a political solution. And then Awomolo Sam, the the lawyer representing the prosecution said, well, it is not a decision for me to take. I will convey his demand to my employers, the people who engaged him. For now, there has not been any serious move being made to find a political solution to resolve this matter out of court. Yes, that is the source of his frustration. He knows that the way the matter is going, judgment could be entered against him in no time. Let's look at it this way. Nnamdi Kanu pushed what we call a no-case submission. But that no-case submission was discountenanced by the trial court, and the trial court said, look, go and prepare your defense because your no-case motion failed. So what it then means is he has to face trial. Nnamdi Kanu saying he's going to defend himself when you have a great lawyer like Kanu Agabi, with tremendous history against his name. You have such a person, you fired all of them and said you are going to defend yourself. You are now bringing in people like Tukur Buratai, you are bringing in people like T.Y. Danjuma, you are bringing in Yuson Wike as witnesses. What do you want to bring Danjuma to come and talk about? What do you want Wike to come and talk about in your case? Will bringing those people help your case?
And in what way?
I really don't know what he's talking about. Okay, now the judge said, now open your defense. And what did we see? After the judge told him to open his defense, he said there's a jurisdictional issue that goes to the heart of this matter. And he proceeded to list 4 grounds. He's saying that the judge has no jurisdiction to entertain this matter. And one of the reasons he said so was because of an appeal court judgment directing that he be acquitted. But that appeal court judgment had since been set aside by the Supreme Court.
See?
So Are you saying that as an accused person, somebody being tried for treason, that you are not aware that a judgment came as early as December 2023 from the highest court in the land, setting aside the judgment of the appeal court, and saying that you should go and face trial? He didn't stop there. He also said that the court should free him because the medical report that the Nigerian Medical Association
released,
presented to the court, was fake. But he's saying this after the court had admitted the document. The court already admitted the document because his lawyers did not oppose the report. And the lawyer of the prosecution also did not oppose the report, so it was admitted in evidence.
Yeah.
So once it's admitted in evidence, how do you now tell the court that it is fake? Why didn't your lawyers push the argument at that time?
Yeah.
Do you expect the court to go back and change his mind? No, things do not work like that. And some of the other issues that he brought up had been decided at the point when the judge ruled that he had a case to answer. These were matters that he had brought up when he was arguing that he does not have a case to answer, and that no case submission moved by his lawyer was discountenanced.
Yeah.
So those issues were raised at that time, and the judge decided on those matters.
Immediately.
Now that they've been decided upon, you are now bringing them as your defense. When you opened your defense, these were the issues that you brought up. What I see is that the way it's going, it will not be long before judgment is entered against him.
Now you are...
Because it will seem that he does not have anything new to say. He does not have any defense. He's just trying to waste the time of the court. So they may eventually proceed, the court may eventually proceed to enter judgment against him, having not taken sufficient advantage of Section 36 of the Constitution, which allows him to defend himself. He claims that the DSS, that he has not been able to prepare his defense, and that the DSS, they had been recording his conversations and all that. Those matters had already been decided by the court earlier on. So if this was all what you wanted to say, and you sent your lawyers packing, and you ended up regurgitating what had been before the court, what the court had decided upon, it doesn't suggest to me that he's serious about wriggling out of this mess that he has found himself.
Now, BKO,
this is the way I see it.
Now, BKO, you see, you are thinking what I'm thinking. That it appears we are set for a dogfight, if you understand what I mean.
No, the judge is very patient.
Extremely so.
He does not want to go the way of previous judges. So. You know for how long Justice Binta Murtala Nyako was handling this matter.
Before,
then at a point, he abused the judge and said the judge was biased, the judge should leave the matter.
Yeah, yeah.
After years, after several years. Now, Justice Omotosho is trying his best to be calm, to just find a way to resolve this matter. The judge gave up his chambers, gave up his court, so that he could have sufficient time to discuss with his lawyers without the judge and other people present. So he's been bending over backwards, just trying to find a way to have this matter resolved. But if he continues to waste the time of the court, he continues to put obstacles in the way of the court, there is so little that the judge can do.
Yeah, yeah.
And my feeling is that the judge will not waste time. Is going to enter judgment against him within a short time.
Thank you, BKO.
He's aware that, okay, there's pressure. He's aware that there's pressure to have him released.
Okay.
But I don't even think that that is the way to go about it. If you want a political solution, it is not people like Sowore that you go and bring. You have to talk to people in government. It's the people in government that you send people to who will say, okay, this is where you stand. How do you help me out of this problem? And they have to see a genuine desire on their part to give up armed struggle against the Nigerian state, a genuine desire to be a changed person. That is what will get the government to look in that direction. But bringing Sowore and co to come and make noise when the case is in court, to parade the streets, only to take to their heels upon the sound of the tear gas canister being fired, that is not the solution. Sowore will not help him at this stage. Sowore has his own problems already. So it's not Sowore who will help him to get out of this matter.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, thank you, BKO. I hope we are not.
You see
I hope we are not in for theatrics.
No, and you see that is where you need all of these senior advocates of Nigeria who have influence, who have connections. Yeah. If the government is using a son,
a senior advocate,
to prosecute you, and you also have senior advocates on your own side, they are going to talk.
Yeah.
They will talk out of the court, not within the court.
Okay.
And then the man who already says is not privy to this political solution and it's left, will now go back and tell the government, see, this man is ready for a political solution, not the other way around.
All right, so we're done. The debate can continue in your part of town, but let's go to our next story. In the enervating